Hello everyone, it is Sunday the 15th of March 2020 and I'm back with another coronavirus video. Today's video, I'm going to try and keep it short. I keep saying that and I keep failing, but I'm going to try. The total count today is 157,188 cases. Worldwide, 5,839 deaths. That seems like it's gone up quite a lot. I don't have the record of what it was yesterday compared to today, so I'm just going to go by the totals for each country. China, 80,849 total cases. Alright, Italy today has a total of 21,157 new cases, which is well on its way to catching up with China. Iran has 12,729 cases. South Korea, 8,162. And let's see what else. Spain and Germany and France, my goodness. Spain is 6,300 now. Germany 4,500, France also just about 4,500, UK there with 1,140. It's all kicking off in Europe. So you imagine, at this point back in January, February, I was getting messages from friends back home asking me if I'm gonna stay in China and stuff like that. And at that point, China was having fewer daily cases than what Europe is having right now. So let's just put that into perspective. It's crazy. Europe is way out of control right now. And fair enough, because what I'm seeing on TV, yeah, whatever, let's just see what happens. Like I said, I'm just gonna try and keep it short today. So, just a few stories. Trump tested negative, so think of that whatever you want. Tested negative for the coronavirus, so yeah. Yesterday I had a comment on the video saying that I should get tested for the coronavirus. I'm not sure what the logic is on that, but I won't be getting tested unless I go somewhere. It's like I've been at home for almost 2 months now. I've been in here, in this home for like 2 months. I think if I was gonna be sick, I would have been sick already. Now that's not to say that I won't catch it, because who knows when I start to go out again, you know, when everything gets back to normal, maybe at that point I go out and I bump into someone who has it, or I get stuck on the subway with someone who's coughing at the front and it's drifting all through to the back. Maybe I'll get it then at some point, but right now, for sure, I don't have it. In the future, who knows? Norway is going to close all of their airports to try and contain the virus. That's great, that's what they should all be doing. All of Europe right now should be closing the airports. Close down the airports. Deal with the problems that you've got, stop importing new ones and stop exporting new ones to other countries as well. The Trump travel ban has been extended now finally to the UK and Ireland, as it should have been. It should have just been all of Europe from the beginning, but anyway, it's only a day or two, so great, they've done that. Now, let's see how they're dealing with it in America. From what I'm seeing on the TV, they're not dealing with it too well. There are so many pictures online about the airports, and if you look at these pictures, I mean, even without the coronavirus, would you like to be in that kind of crowd? Oh, it looks disgusting. It's like a hotspot for catching a virus or passing a virus on for sure, so no thanks, I would rather not be there. I think everyone right now, just don't travel, just stay home. Those airlines are gonna be going bust. But to be honest, it's not just Europe and America, it's all over the world. They should all be on a break right now. All those airlines that are still flying right now, they should have it on their conscience that they're helping spread this virus. A newborn baby in London has tested positive for this virus. So there goes the theory of children can't get infected. Spain is going into lockdown. People will be allowed to leave their homes to go to work, to the supermarkets, but otherwise staying at home. So no bars, cafes, and restaurants. Just staying at home and going to work if you need. There's a list of the kinds of places that can stay open. Let me just check. Right, so in Spain, public transport will be cut back by at least half. So all trains, buses, boats, they all need to cut back their services by half, and any service that they do run can only be a third full. So that's the situation in Spain right now, which is fair enough. They didn't need to wait until they had 6,000 people infected, like the UK seems to be planning to do. But let's just see how this lockdown works, and let's just see how the Spanish healthcare system deals with the people that are already infected. The WHO has now announced to the world that Europe is the new epicenter of the coronavirus.
Europe has now become the epicenter of the pandemic, with more reported cases and deaths than the rest of the world combined, apart from China. More cases are now being reported every day than were reported in China at the highest of its epidemic.
Yesterday, a friend in Beijing sent me a message asking if I'm okay and if I'm in England right now, and said something like, why is England's leader planning to infect 60% of the population with the coronavirus? And I was just thinking to myself, what? Are you serious? What are you talking about? And then I went to check on the news to see, like, what is this person talking about? And then when I went onto the news, I was thinking to myself, what? This is actually true? You know, in China right now, everyone's laughing at Europe and, well, now the UK in particular, because it's like, in China, when they were quarantining people and people wearing face masks and all this kind of like crazy urgent lockdown, this lockdown, that, and everyone was like, wow, oh, that's so bad, oh, draconian, oh. And now I look at this, and basically what the UK is saying is like, let's just do nothing. So about 60% of the population will need to become infected in order for the UK to enjoy herd immunity. What? So the coronavirus, as we're seeing it, a lot of people are catching it, dying, getting into critical condition, getting pneumonia, and the ones who recover can still get infected again. And there's no vaccination. So I'm not sure exactly which part of that they can find that someone is immune to the virus. You can catch it and catch it again and again. So the immunity means what? If they're so sure about, you know, herd immunity, why don't they try that with something like AIDS or Ebola? Why don't they just say, all right, how about we let 60% of the population all get infected with AIDS so that we can build up herd immunity? They don't do that, do they? Because AIDS has no cure and AIDS will end up killing you sometimes. But, you know, coronavirus too is the same. You wouldn't want to risk it. Right now, the death rate is low, yes, but the infection rate is so high, and you can catch it again. Who's to say the first time it didn't kill you, the second time it knocks you out, right? And then to say that people should prepare to lose loved ones. What? That's a policy? Okay, everyone, we're just going to sit here and wait for the tsunami, and when it arrives, those who can swim, good luck. Those who can't, it's been nice having you around. Let's just wait. How long are we waiting? 2 months. So we have 2 months, why don't we get out of here? No. Herd immunity. I don't understand it. I really can't understand this policy. If you're in the UK right now, let me know what you're thinking about this herd immunity thing. Are you going to take your chances and just be like, yeah, okay, Boris, let's do it? Or are you going to try and somehow protect yourself by staying away from crowds, staying home, maybe getting a face mask, or taking some other kind of protective measures? What's your thoughts on this herd immunity for something that no one has immunity to? And what is the deal with the supermarkets? I'm telling you, in China, there was no run on the supermarkets, and especially toilet paper. There was no run on toilet paper. Let's just not include Hong Kong in that equation, because Hong Kong's kind of a bit more westernized, so I don't know, the thinking is the same like back home. I've never thought that if there was a virus or something crazy going on, that I would think, right, I'm gonna go to the supermarket and I'm gonna get as much toilet paper as possible. Beans, pasta, no. Noodles, no. Toilet paper. What is it with toilet paper? I just don't understand it. And I'm telling you that I've been here in China since I went home at Christmas, right? So I came back here on the 6th of January, before it was officially announced, before anyone was really talking about it. And I didn't even hear about it. And I'm in China, I didn't even hear about the outbreak. I heard about it from people back home asking me. So the outbreak happened, and I think the last time I went to the supermarket was towards the end of January. I made a video when I went, because everyone was asking me what are the supermarkets like? How are you doing for food? Is everything all right at home? Have you got enough supplies? And I was like thinking to myself, why is that the first thing that everyone thinks of? People here were just normal, just chilled. Yeah, people were worried about catching the virus, so everyone was wearing a face mask, but there was no, oh my God, let's go crazy. Let's just barricade ourselves in and get like a month's supply of food. There was never any thought of that, and that never crossed anyone's mind. So the supermarkets have been stocked throughout this. Like, I'm sure in any city in China, the supermarkets have just been packed the entire time. Of course, I know that there are some places in China right now where people are not allowed to go out. That's a different situation. They're not allowed to go out. They have to rely on like some food that's been brought to them, and sometimes I've seen some videos where that food may not have been up to the best quality. But if you can go out and you get to a supermarket, the supermarkets are fine. Take a look at this clip. This guy, he's in another city in China, and he went to the supermarket just yesterday or the day before or whatever, recently, and again, Mountains of toilet paper. Lots of stuff in there. He's actually quite funny. You should check out his channel too.
At least we've got lots of Corona in stock. Lovely. Here we are on the toilet roll aisle. Plenty of toilet roll. I don't know why in America and in Europe everyone's panic buying and buying loads of toilet roll. Aisles upon aisles of tissue and toilet paper. I mean, it is a serious situation that we're dealing with, but there's no need to panic buy. And I have more toilet roll stacked there, just at the back of the supermarket. We've got so much of it.
Alright, I'm going to end it right here. Got nothing else to say. But let me know what's going on where you are and what's the deal with toilet paper. And Oscar's just woken up. Alright, that's it. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.